Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Peppers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy.
Wide open spaces. The 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, and these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it. Turning it on. Touchdown USC. Once he got some room, it was over.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
I like the running back there on the route and patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Newton. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long. And when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Finding open areas. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Cincinnati. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Quarterback may change this route. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Makes the grab over the middle. Tripped up for the tackle.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Taylor. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Looking for a huge play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
When you're a playmaker, like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Newton. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off-play action. Working that left side now. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field. Why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you... stretch out and get the first down. You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're go. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. The Red Hawks of Miami are just steamrolling their way to victory. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up 14 over Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Got the first down and more. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. You know you're in trouble. Not only is this dude over 200 yards from scrimmage, but you are relentlessly hearing that song playing from the Trojan crowd.
Yeah, and everybody in this town gets excited about this team. USC is the team, and when you get to see the fireworks and the stars, the playmakers come out, they get jacked.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it going when it looks like they're rushing? They drop
down the
coverage
field
and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Yeah, why the fuck you doing to stop when I'm just doing regular
They'll
stuff?
try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to the running back.
Again.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. Makes it past the marker. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his
I thought
way
it was going to be
25.
fucking...
Nice
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out.
Oh my fucking gosh.
He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position.
Oh, shucks.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Newton. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
No reason to throw it.
Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ridiculous you should be right now.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it.
Because the Broncos do basically dominating on the fucking regular season.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it.
Playoffs twice in a row.
Got the big play.
And now niggas in my division. I don't know how he just keeps on making our quarterbacks throw reds. I don't get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
The Texas niggas like, yeah, something about him in those 4th quarters, man. He just always goes crazy. The fucking Browns niggas say, oh, I can't tell him what the fuck he said. All right, bitch. Fucking play you my backup.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
I threw 4 picks. 2 of them were my fault, but yeah, the other 2 were just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, my young?
It's a 1-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Peters. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Trojans are on the move. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open.
River?
Touchdown Trojans. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
I remember, oh, brother. That's the...
Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Yeah, I don't remember this fucking Niners nigga in the fucking...
And he's not going to take the touchback.
Most niggas started beefing like this.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
CGB. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what beefing like crazy. Every time fucking the Browns say something, the fucking Niners come in.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
God damn, man.
This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Throwing right.
Shit.
Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10.
I think they be fucking falling for dumb shit.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Bulldogs have it with a first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Here comes the heat.
That's
and
good
the
shit,
pass
boy.
is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Need 2 more stops. This game is over.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Dropping back, it's Newton. Unloads it downfield.
And they let him catch that book.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs. And
Let me jump up and catch some shit like that. I'm guaranteeing I'm dropping it.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So after getting some of that lost yardage back, they'll try again on second and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Man, we've seen it in this game. Even though his team is losing, this guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let them down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Touchdown!
Man, love this offense being
Why
able
wouldn't
to
you
run
throw
the
that as a
football
push?
late in the game when it matters and punching in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
They'll line up to go for two.
Back-to-back game, kill me with that stupid shit, bro. I got it.
Looking to pass. It's Newton.
You gotta pick that up.
Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
All right, touchdown one's it. What I got?
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's out past the 35.
Come on, come on. Oh, my gosh.
Get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
You see all of this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Now sliding to his left. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. On the move at the 30. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Right there.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one
That's a
takes
good
it down
dive.
to the 13-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
And they really
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
I don't think this is the last play of the game. Huh? All right, let's go.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into